Hello and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator on PlayStation 5. In this video I'll show you how to maximize your income in career mode so you can expand your fleet of aircraft. This will open up more missions and increase the variety of flights available to you, so you'll be able to cherry pick the ones with the best payout. The downside is that as your fleet grows, so does your maintenance costs, so I'll also show you how to save money on your repair bills. So the first thing you'll need to do is figure out which aircraft in your fleet has the largest fuel capacity. For me, it's my Boeing 747 passenger jet. I also recommend transferring your aircraft to a simple, non-hand-built airport for stability and performance. My 747 is currently located at Beirut, and I'm just going to pick any flight, it doesn't matter which one. After the initial load, open the Manage Aircraft section and then sell all of the fuel on board. Once you have emptied the tanks and claimed your credits, continue to the mission. After the mission is loaded, skip the intro and enter the cockpit.
Good afternoon, everyone. Katowice, here we come.
If you haven't already done so, you'll need to open your controller settings and bind Repair and Refuel to your controller. You can see here that I have bound the Repair and Refuel action to triangle and L3. Back in the cockpit, activate the Repair and Refuel action to refuel your tanks. And then simply abort the mission. Repeat as many times as you need. A fully fueled Boeing 747 will earn you about 5 million credits per run, and each run will take about 3.5 minutes. So that will mean that you'll be earning around 85 million per hour. For this next money-making method, you're looking for the most lucrative mission you can find. For me, it tends to be heavy cargo, but for you it may be passenger transport or something else completely different. Looking at the available missions at my current airport, I can see there is a 15 million payout on a heavy cargo mission, but we're looking for something that pays out a little bit more. So I'm going to filter the mission list exclusively for cargo transport heavy. And as you can see, the first mission in the list pays out 37 million. So I think that'll do nicely. As you probably guessed, all of my aircraft come with a full tank of fuel, so let's sell off what we don't need and make a cheeky 1.2 million. As the title suggests, this money-making method is all about skipping. So we'll be skipping the intro, skipping the taxi, and then flying the takeoff manually, and then as soon as we reach our cruise altitude, we'll be skipping to the landing phase. Once we've landed, we'll be skipping to shutdown. Since the object of the exercise is to skip as much as possible, and our next skip opportunity will be when we reach our cruise altitude of 35,000 feet, I've configured the aircraft for maximum climb rate, and I'm going to increase the sim rate by 2 notches once we're on the straight part of the flight path. Before skipping to the landing phase, make sure to reduce your sim rate back to normal as things are about to get hectic. We'll be flying too high and too fast for the autopilot to manage, so we're going to bring her down by hand. Autopilot and auto thrust off. Autopilot disconnect to cancel the annoying alarm. Deploy speed brakes. Landing gear down. Flaps set.
Air Transport Alpha Charlie India Tree 907. Contact Brisbane Tower on 118.0 when inbound on the approach.
Landing lights on. Landing system activated to provide guidance on the primary flight display. It's all about managing my speed, so I'm going to bring the speed brakes in and I'm going to throttle up to manual control just so that I have the option of increasing thrust on demand.
Air Transport Alpha Charlie India Tree 907 with 10906. Clear to land runway 19 left. Air Transport Alpha Charlie India Tree 907.
If the parking spot is right there, I might manually taxi to it, but seeing as this particular mission is about making money and not realism, we're going to skip to shutdown. And of course, before ending the mission, we're going to refill our fuel tanks. And there you go, that's all there is to it. These skippable missions will take you around 30 minutes to complete, and you can earn in excess of 50 million if you've got the right aircraft and the right specialization. If you assign a pilot to your aircraft, you'll earn a passive income for the time that you spend completing career missions. If you don't have the time to fly a 5-hour flight in real time, you can leave your aircraft running after parking up and go and do something else, because you don't technically need to be flying, as passive income is calculated based on time spent on mission. Cast your mind back to a few minutes ago when I had just completed a 9-hour flight in 30 minutes and collected the mission payout. In reality, here's what really happened. And of course, before ending the mission, we're going to refill our fuel tanks.
Five hours later.
Yeah, that's right. I've done the washing up, gone out and done the big shop, nipped to the pub, come back, watch a bit of telly. Look, it's night time. So here's the payoff the next morning, 95 million. Thank you very much. After all that flying, the time will inevitably come when your aircraft need to be maintained, and the cost can be quite exorbitant. So the first thing you need to do is to click this panel here to find out exactly what needs to be maintained. Clicking this panel will complete all delegated maintenance. Turning this panel green, which is the object of the exercise. But what we're going to do is click on the Details tab to open up each category that has been flagged for maintenance, so we can decide which items to repair. It's mandatory to repair any item that has been flagged with a condition of to maintain. Additionally, repair any item that is less than 10% and any item that has failed completely. You can repair all the items in a category by backing out and clicking the Maintain tab. Once all the categories are green and the technician panel is green, the aircraft has been fully maintained and is flight ready and will earn you a passive income. The important thing to remember is that a component that is 90% worn out will perform exactly the same as a component that is only 10% worn out, but both will cost exactly the same to maintain. So now that my fleet has been fully maintained, let's have a look at the costs. If I had completed all of the delegated repairs, it would have cost me 334 million. By selecting which components get maintained manually, I paid 299 million, giving me a saving of over 35 million. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do remember to give it a like, and if you want to catch my next video, subscribe to the channel.